Wow, an 86-year-old YouTuber who has almost 700,000 subscribers. We are talking about Sandra Hart, and today we are breaking down her YouTube channel and analyzing what works so well on her channel so that you can also learn about incorporating some elements into your own YouTube channel. Sandra has published 685 videos. That is a high volume of videos, right? So she has been really consistent. And if you click onto oldest, you'll see that she started 8 years ago. She started this channel 8 years ago, and she even said, she didn't really know that this channel would do so well. And she just started with what she has. So her videos don't have fancy edits, etc. Most of it is just like her sitting down on her sofa and chatting. Sandra shares many life lessons, and her audience finds it engaging and helpful because many people have lost their grandmother. Some people have lost their mother. And when they watch Sandra, they feel like, they feel not so lonely anymore because here's somebody who's in their 80s, she's 86, and she's sharing her life lessons, and it's inspiring, and you can learn from them because she has lived life. She has lived over 8 decades. And on YouTube, you may think, oh, we don't see enough people in their 70s and 80s, and we really don't. And you may think, but I'm in my 70s or even 60s, but I don't want to be on YouTube because nobody would watch me. But look, here's proof. An 86-year-old woman who has almost 700,000 subscribers, and her most popular video has 4.7 million views. Millions of people have watched her YouTube videos. And that just shows that regardless of your age, people want to watch YouTubers of all ages, right? There is room for everyone on this platform. And sometimes we stop ourselves from starting a YouTube channel because we feel that nobody wants to hear our stories. And that's what's so powerful about Sandra's YouTube channel, is that she shares stories. She shares stories about her life. She shares stories about her losses, her wins. She shares the good and the bad. She's relatable because she's not saying, hey, I'm so successful, I've never had failure. She's chatting about successes and failures. She chats about her exercise. She chats about what she eats. You get to really know her as a person. Sandra really opens up her life to her audience. I mean, this video here, when my husband was murdered, I mean, you don't see videos like that often, right? And obviously, that is a really difficult thing to talk about. But what I'm saying is that she is a real person. She's not fake in the way that she conveys her stories. She is like, this is me, this is who I am, and maybe you can learn something from my journey. Maybe you can understand life through a different perspective, a perspective of optimism. And you think, okay, Sandra's 86 years old, so who's watching her? People as young as 14 years old, they are watching her. And how do I know this? Because I see it in the comment section. And people who are in their 90s are watching her. And then you'll think, okay, but it's only women that are watching her. No, men watch her too. Because you can be inspired by an 86-year-old woman. As a man, you can be inspired by this woman, by Sandra. Because life lessons and life is a shared experience, and we can find similarities even when people are watching and they are from the opposite gender. They can see, okay, she's been through that, I'm going through the same thing, maybe I can learn from her. Sandra also talks about the law of attraction, which is very helpful, manifesting the life that you want to have. And with many people, as we get older, I'm 42 years old, we sometimes fear aging. We sometimes really fear getting older. But with Sandra, she's using her age as an advantage because she shows you Okay, these are my life lessons. Yes, I'm 86 years old, but this is what I have learned so far, and this is what I can share with the world. And she is using it as her strength, because when you are older, you have so many experiences, and so many times you may think, okay, I could have done this differently. Maybe I can share my experience. And that is why she also has a global audience. She isn't just watched by people in America, she's even watched by people in Africa, people in Australia, etc. Because when you are sharing human stories, you can easily connect with people from all over the world, because the human experience is filled with many, many shared experiences, like growing older. As we go through these stages, we want to find women who have gone through their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s and understand from their perspective, what does it feel like? Sandra's also used YouTube Shorts on her platform. And on my channel, I don't use YouTube Shorts, but you can see that she has. And her most popular YouTube Short is sitting at 78,000 views. Okay? And she also has done lives. She's done one live, streamed 5 years ago. So you see, she does what works for her. So she's done the live, one live, but she didn't feel the need to do more lives. She focuses on recorded videos. And she also has a section for podcasts. And then she has playlists. Now, playlists are important because if you feel like, oh, today I want to listen to motivation from Sandra, you just know, go into here and there are 34 videos. Or you feel like, I want to listen to makeup. This playlist here is about makeup. So her content is structured and organized in a way that makes it really easy for you as the viewer to actually go and click and watch. And she also uses community posts. So here you have the post section. She posted something 7 days ago and 9 days ago. So she's pretty consistent with the post section on YouTube. And then people respond in the comment section. 845 likes on that post. Now, we often can feel like we don't have anything valuable to share with the world. And we often dismiss our own stories. We feel like our stories may be just too boring, or it's not something that, is really, really wonderful. But the thing is, sometimes people just want to get to know you, because your experience, even though it's similar to theirs, is also different to theirs. And you may be living in America, or you may be living in the UK, and maybe somebody who lives in Italy wants to actually know what life is like for somebody that lives in the UK or in America, etc. So what is familiar to us can be so much of the unknown for another person. And that's why when they watch your content, it can be interesting to them as a viewer. But when we are living through our lives, we think, oh, this is not good enough for a YouTube channel. So if you have something that you want to share, and if you've been wanting to start a YouTube channel, don't let your age stop you from starting, and don't feel like you don't have anything to share with the world. Because maybe people always say to you, I love your cooking. You are so passionate about cooking. And then you've always wanted to start a cooking channel, but you've put it off. Or maybe you absolutely love reviewing books and you wanted to have a book YouTube channel, chat about the latest books you've read, but you've put it off. If there's something that you really, really feel inspired to chat about, to communicate with the rest of the world, then don't limit yourself by thinking that you can't start a YouTube channel. If we look at Sandra's videos, many of the videos are on evergreen topics, right? Tips to change your life, throw away these 4 things, etc. People are always searching for content like this. These particular videos are not trending videos. These are evergreen videos. So she does create many videos around evergreen topics because people are always searching for content like this. So even in 2 years' time, a person may watch this video, okay? Throw away these 4 things for a peaceful and fulfilled life. It's not something that is trending at this moment in time and nobody will want to watch it in 2 or 3 years' time. People will always find this content interesting because it is evergreen. So that's the definition of evergreen topics on YouTube. Something like life is sometimes hard. Even on YouTube search, people may type in, why is life hard? And her video may pop up because those words are in her title. So even her description, her description, she's filled in her description. Make sure that if you have a YouTube channel, your description is filled in. And she says, I share intimate chats about life. I'm here to dispel the fear of aging and to help us all navigate life no matter how old or young you are. And the thing is, many people who are older are going through downsizing their homes, etc. So she even created a video about that, my house tour, downsizing before and after. And it becomes really, really relatable because many people who are in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s and 80s are watching YouTube videos, but not as many people are creating content. There's actually a need for older YouTubers because right now, mostly 20-year-olds are creating content on YouTube. But the audience is there. The older audience is there waiting for older YouTubers to create content. She also talks about her marriage and provides advice about marriage, etc. So sometimes we look to people for wisdom and inspiration, and sometimes we just miss people who are no longer in our lives. And I think people who watch Sandra feel a sense of comfort as well. A feeling of, I know that she's going to upload on this day and I'm going to watch her. And it's comforting to watch her and to hear her speak. And also the way that she speaks, it's soothing. She's not overly energetic. She's calm and inspiring. And that becomes a person that you can depend on because they are going to be a certain way in their videos. They are going to help you because you may just feel like you're having a terrible day. But then when you watch a motivational video from Sandra, that can cheer you up. So yes, in YouTube videos, there's a lot of B-roll and edits in many videos and highly produced videos. But there's also space on YouTube for YouTubers like Sandra, for 86-year-old YouTubers like Sandra. So my YouTube channel is all about YouTube, successes and failures, and I chat about being a small YouTuber. And if that interests you, and if you are interested in creating a YouTube channel, or if you have a YouTube channel, do subscribe. Also, watch this video. I think sometimes we think that YouTube can't be a full-time career, but it definitely can be. And comment below, let me know where you're watching from, and have a beautiful week.